Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Down the Garage Out. And we've set up this little bit, this short section of track. Well, say short. We've set up this section of track just to show one of our members, Sue, how the various types of triang and Hornby track fits together. So the four grey pieces you can see at the top here are standard track. Now, the one on the left, this is the later plastic track, and this is the earlier cellulose acetate track. You can see the gap. That's because the track has shrunk. So if you're going to use standard grey track, this is the track you need to look for. And the way you tell them apart is at the end of the track, or at the ends of the track, you can see there's a big difference. The acetate plastic, or cellulose acetate, or whatever you want to call it, has a short bar, whereas the polyurethane track has a bar all the way across. So there you go. That's how you tell them apart, and you can see it does it, you know, there's no shrinkage in it, and it looks a lot nicer. I wouldn't say you can't use this, but that's what it will look like. It will have gaps all the way through it. So obviously then you've got, so that's your standard track. Then you've got series 3, which is what our layout's built out of, apart from that section there, which is Super 4, because I wanted a long section with less joints in it, just to save us a bit of time, and it works well. So that's series 3, that's Super 4. Now this little piece here, I'll just take that apart, that's the converter rail. Now I think these were actually made by Triang Hornby, and then Hornby did make them for a little while. I think that could be quite a big ask. I'm not saying it can't be done, but you could connect that straight onto there. Obviously, the difference between standard and Super 3, sorry, Series 3, is it hasn't got the bed. That's why we've used on our layout. That's why we've had to make these supports higher than the standard track ones, because obviously the track is a little bit less in height on the Series 3. But I don't suppose there's any reason why you could just connect that up to that, like so. So with your converter track, you can go straight from standard to your more modern System 6. You probably have to pack that out with something, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. I suppose it will work, to be honest with you. Obviously you're going to have problems with your flanges on your wheels, your big flanges, so your triang stuff will hit the top of the chair because of the deeper wheel. I don't think we've got a deep wheel gently out. No, we haven't. But so what I'm talking about, if we have a look at this wagon, I'm talking about the flange. You can see that's quite shallow, so that will run lovely like that. I haven't got an old wagon out, because all it does, it will run, but it will hit, you know, the flanges will hit the wheels. So that's that. That's that. So you can connect that up. So if we put that back, if we put this section back in, excuse the dodgy camera work, I'm trying to do this on my own. So there you go. So there's your standard Series 3. That's a piece of Super 4. And then obviously you've got your converter rail that goes to System 6. And as you can see, that's runs along there quite nicely. Let's just get an old wagon here. There you go, let's see if it does it. I'm going to do it. I don't know whether you can hear that on the you can hear that on there, but the you know, whereas that sounds quite smooth, your older wagon is hitting, the wheels are hitting the chairs. It's more prominent with the locos. But just thought I'd set that up. So it is with a converter track. It is all pretty much in you know, connectable. So you can, you know, take that out, and you connect that up to your seat. You can connect your converter out up to series 3, or you connect that to that. But as you can see, it's quite a big, you can see the difference between series 3 and standard. You haven't got this, it doesn't sit on this bed, this grey bed. But other than that, there's no reason why you can't connect all your track together. So you could make a layout with everything you've got, really. You know, standard, you go standard, series 3, super 4, system 6, which would suppose would be quite fun. I don't know whether anybody's actually done that, I don't know. But so you see the profile on that. And I think the other thing is the fish plates are around the other way. So obviously on your converter track, your fish plates at the big end are the same way, but system 6, they swapped them round, so you can't connect. Well, I suppose you can change your fish plates over. You could change your fish plates over and connect that straight up, but then obviously the problem is the height difference between the rails. You'd have a big step. I suppose you could grind one down if you really wanted to, but I mean, I'll just see if you can find some of them. They do come up available every now and then. But you can see the fish plates are definitely round the wrong way. If you just wanted to try and connect that straight up, so that would be a bit of work. So just get a converter. I'd get a converter track and just convert them. So that's your ear as a track. Obviously that goes in there, and obviously the converter rail in there. So I just thought I'd do that little video because Sue asked about how do you connect your different tracks up. So there you go. So I think it's mainly the locos that will struggle with running on there. Well, they won't struggle, they just make a load of noise. It will rumble a bit because we've tried it. And I say there's no problem with your new locos. I mean, we've got some new locos that we're going to do a video later. We've got that one that we're going to run later. We've got this one that we're going to run later. So it's all new stuff running on 60-year-old track. So your new stuff, it doesn't quite. I say they run all right. They go round the layout. They do struggle with obviously with the bigger points, the Series 3 points and the standard points, because obviously they've got little flanges. So we haven't got one out. Oh, that's got little flanges, has it? I don't think that's an early one, is it? think that's... No, see, that's a little one. I haven't got an old... Oh, it's alright. Hang on. Who is it? Sorry about this. So there you go. So that's an old one. Anyway, you can... So obviously that's the newer. I don't know if you can hear that. So it it's the wheels are hitting the chairs. So what I've done, I just set a controller up quickly. So if you can hear that. It doesn't want to work now. Temperamental old stuff. Let's just try that again. Can you hear it? And it goes smooth. I think that one's the same. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say is your older stock, the flanges are a lot deeper. Well, they're basically the same, but they are a little bit less. But the modern stuff, I mean, they're tiddly. They're like that. Maybe you can see that. That's what they're like on the newer stuff. Whereas that doesn't have a problem. See, it doesn't make a rumble. So I'm going to leave that there. If you've got any more questions, then I'll try and see if we can do something, organise something a bit better, just to show it. Going back to your standard stuff, the cellulose acetate hasn't got the bar all the way across, and the polyurethane stuff does. That's the one you want to try and look for. I'm not saying you can't use that, but it will be gappy. So there you go. It's always fun working on the layout, but we've got to carry on and do a bit more now. I think we've got some more. We're going to try and finish off that section today, that straight section. Still waiting for the other ones to come. I have bought some, so we're still waiting for those to come. And we are going to do a video a little bit later on, running some of our new stock. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.